No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. No one...
Coca-Cola was first created in 1886 by a man named John S. Pemberton. Coca-Cola is one of the world's leading non-alcoholic soft drink manufacturers. Its products can be found in over 200 countries around the world. Its product portfolio consists of roughly more than 400 brands. This includes soft drinks, energy drinks, and bottled water, and as well, juice products. The company is most well known for its soft drink, Coke. Since its existence, Coca-Cola has used extensive and diverse advertisements to increase its market share. This has led it to become one of the most recognized name brands in the world. The Coca-Cola brand is globally valued and recognized. In 2013, Coca-Cola had a total market share of 42.2% of the non-alcoholic beverage industry. Over the past decade, Coca-Cola had been experiencing a decline in sales due to the increasing health and obesity concerns. In 2014, Coca-Cola had a 15.4% of net income of revenue compared to the previous year, where it was 18.3%. The decline in numbers does not mean Coca-Cola is not doing well. These figures are a result of the downfall of the carbonated beverage industry as a whole. Coca-Cola is dealing with the issue by acquiring and branching out the healthier drink options such as vitamin water. Because of this decrease in consumption, Coca-Cola has come up with long-term objectives. The primary objective was simple: increase consumption of Coca-Cola over the summer period. The secondary objective was to get people talking about Coke again. The campaign needed to make consumers see Coke in a way that would encourage them to actually consume the product, not just love the brand. Coca-Cola spends a great deal of money on advertising, campaigns that bring people together and inspire people to go out and buy its products. They create universal campaigns that are loved and understood by different people from different parts of the world. According to the Wall Street Journal, Coca-Cola is spreading up to $3.3 billion on advertising. They launched the campaign in 2011 in Australia and in 29 April 2013 in the UK, and it was retrieved at the end of the summer. Due to its popularity, Coca-Cola brought a second campaign in the summer of 2014, having the same success. In addition to names, there were different versions of the creative, such as long song lyrics, family members, adjectives, bottles with "I love you" on them. The campaign, known internally as Project Connect, was based on its ambition to both strengthen the brand's bond with Australia's young adults and inspire shared moments of happiness in the real and virtual worlds. Became known as Share a Coke. The first of its kind campaign celebrated the power of the first name in a playful, social way by swapping out Coke branding on bottles and cans with the 150 most popular names in Australia. And it worked very good. That summer, Coke sold more than 250 million named bottles and cans in a nation of just under 23 million people. After the Australian success, the campaign had made its way around the world, reaching more than 70 countries. Coca-Cola teams for Great Britain to Turkey and China have put their own creative spin on the concept, while preserving the simple invitation to share a Coke. This campaign was a great success and was in line with its mission to inspire moments of optimism and happiness. Advertising is an important tactic for Coca-Cola's growth. The campaign drove 50% volume and increased sales. It saw double-digit growth for promotional packages. Positive or neutral sentiment hit 99% and more than 2 million personalized cans were shared. Nearly all showed up online. Part of that success came from the experiential component. To reach people who had searched tirelessly in stores with no luck to find their names on a can of Coke, including those being diverse, the brand launched an experiential tower of traveling kiosks. The tower stopped in more than 500 locations where lots of people went. These were simple executions where we really try not to get in the way of it and to give people a way to share their experience with Coke. says Yvonne Holloway, Director of Marketing. The Coca-Cola and Co. Spokesperson said that to see the excitement was amazing. This was a fantastic way for us to bring the campaign to consumers in one-to-one way. So what do we do when something works that well? He says. You bring it back. People could go to sharecoke.com and order a personalized iconic glass bottle of Coke. We really believe that it's a way for people to plan with Share Coke for weddings, for moms, for birthdays, parties, and to bring in new drinkers, Holloway said. People will be able to take the spirit of this campaign to new levels through the addition of e-commerce.
Persuasion, emotional appeal. Pathos represents an appeal to the audience emotion. It is a communication technique used most often in rhetoric and in literature, film, and other narrative art. Emotional appeal can be accomplished in a multitude of ways. By a metaphor or storytelling, common as a hook. By a general passion in the delivery. By an overall emotion, this is the case of Sherlock campaign. By the sympathies of the speech or writing as determined by the audience. The pathos of a speech or writing is only ultimately determined by the audience. Emotional advertising attempts to elicit powerful emotions that eventually lead to product recall and choice. Many emotions can be connected to the product, including trust, reliability, friendship, happiness, etc. Effective strategies may help build a stronger brand name. Sherlock campaign is an effective advertisement that guides consumers to like the brand, develop positive feelings towards it, and eventually purchase the item. Cognitive beliefs about the brand then follow, relying on the attitude development sequence of affective, cognitive process. Sherlock campaign is a prime example of how soft drink companies play on the emotion of their customers. By personalizing their bottles, the company is appealing to an audience that appreciates this uniqueness. Coke banked on the idea that people find personalization downright irresistible. To stand out and grab consumers' attention, you've got to make them feel important as an individual and talk to them in a tailored way. People, especially youth, like customized product, namely the kind with their name on it. Go to any tourist shop and you will be sure to find a rack with keychains with names A to Z to choose from. People hold a closer connection to these products. A Sherlock commercial called Sherlock This Summer, it plays on the idea of a young summer romance. The two main characters in the commercial bond over their names printed on the Coca-Cola bottle. In the end, people are all chilling together and drinking for their personalized drink. Even in the video description, Coca-Cola writes, "This summer we are replacing the Coca-Cola logo with hundreds of names, which means when you start sharing with friends, good times will just keep growing exponentially." These marketing tactics are similar to the tobacco ads of the past, where big advertising companies will play on the emotional side of people to sell their cigarettes. Using style, good-looking people, and playing on the coolness factor, a all-way cigarette were pushed onto consumers. This emotional marketing tactic can now be translated to soda. As we can see from this graphic, the Sherlock campaign has brought out the company's spirit of sharing happiness. 45% of consumer sentiment about the campaign was positive, only 5% was negative. Coca-Cola has marketed its product in a way that the consumers feel a personal touch to the brand. This is one way in which Coca-Cola attempts to gain its customers' loyalty, by connecting people emotionally to the brand. Celebrity endorsements gives a brand a touch of glamour and the hope that a famous face will provide added appeal and name recognition in a crowded market. In the battle for the mind, you get the customer excited by showing him a known face, and an effective demand is created. In short, it helps increase the recall value of the brand. The meaning transfer model is based upon meanings, and it proposed that the effect of the celebrity endorser depends on the meaning the celebrity brings into the endorsement process and the product. The model is created to illustrate the process of the celebrity endorser. Sherlock campaign used different celebrities such as Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, Jessica Londes, Miley Cyrus, Ed Westwick, Ariana Grande, Zac Efron. All of them have different connotation,
and they differ in demographic, personalities, and lifestyle. But Coke took advantage of these celebrities by advertising them on different social media, holding a bottle of Coke because they are particularly followed by young adults, which is their target audience. Thinking of the celebrity, multiple meanings are in the association set. Celebrities can be very valuable in marketing campaigns of the personalized Coke or Coca-Cola brand because they provide the customer quite a few characteristics when they think of the product or brand. Celebrities have more effect than no endorser because a celebrity offers meaning of deepness and power from their character and lifestyle into the endorsement. When companies can create a suitable meaning transfer between the celebrity endorser and the product, the meaning transfer model is divided in three stages. In the first stage, the cultural meanings of the society are taken into account. Celebrities contain their own symbolic association into their endorsement of a Coca-Cola brand. In stage 1 is evaluated whether objects, persons, and context fit to the celebrity. In the second stage, the meaning associated with the celebrity moves from the endorser to the drink or brand. The meanings of the endorser become linked with the product. Then is determined if the symbolic characteristics of the celebrities are the ones sought for the product and has to be chosen if a celebrity represents those symbolic properties. After the celebrity is picked, the consumption process of the celebrity will start, and by the use of the Share a Coke promotional campaign, the celebrity will be linked to the product. In the last stage, the consumer links the celebrity with the product and the product with themselves. Celebrities play a role in the last phase of this model, while they have generated the self. Meaning transfer is especially useful when there is a good matchup between celebrity and Coca-Cola brand. Furthermore, the meaning transfer is specifically valuable for low-involved consumers, since when they like the celebrity, they will automatically like the brand, and this will positively influence the attitudes toward the Coca-Cola brand and product. Coca-Cola used celebrity endorsement because there were still consumers in the world that didn't drink Coca-Cola, and with the Share Coke campaign, they increased the sales of their product.
Celebrity endorsement. There are 4 variations of celebrity endorsement. First, unpaid spokesperson celebrities supporting a charity or cause by appearing in advertisements. These types of endorsements are highly credible. Second, celebrity voiceovers that sometimes are not even identified. Listeners often responding to these ads and try to figure out who is talking in the ad, which adds interest. Third, dead person endorsement are somehow controversial, but are becoming more and more common, and celebrities that are no longer with us, such as Marilyn Monroe, Bob Marley, Elvis Presley, and many others, have appeared in ads for product even after dying. Fourth, social media endorsement is the newest form of endorsement. Celebrities are being paid to advertise a certain product all over social media. This adds a lot of popularity to the product, and this is the endorsement that Share a Coke campaign used. One of the ads that used celebrity endorsement was the Bring Out the 007 in You advertisement, where a Share a Coke vending machine located in Antwerp station was set up with a James Bond-like mission to make it to platform 6 in 70 seconds to complete your mission. They used a well-known movie featuring James Bond to transmit a certain message that Coke is worth taking risks in order to drink it. The 007 project interacted with consumers physically and emotionally by exciting them in taking part of a once-in-a-lifetime experience with just purchasing a bottle of Coke and what it feel like to James Bond for a good 70 seconds. Coke used celebrity endorsement to attract media attention by sending celebrities a personalized kit of a Coke displaying their name, as well as a campaign message to share with their social network friends.
What is particularly striking about this campaign is that we got over 1,000 names on our bottles, creating over 1 billion impressions on social media, fans generating the Share a Coke hashtag that was being used for over 100,000 times. With the new personalization feature, we sold over 150 million personalized bottles and over 730,000 glass bottles only via the e-commerce store. More than 70 countries have launched the campaign. Two elements differentiated this campaign from others in the category. First, packaging became an incredibly important piece of owned media. Second, the hashtag ShareACo created a depth and breadth of content and ways for teens to get involved and use the functionality of social media to amplify the idea. The result was that 1.25 million more teens tried a Coke during the following summer, and sales of participating Coca-Cola packages rose by a phenomenal 11%.
Social media has been integral to this campaign. It facilitated and encouraged consumers to advertise for Coca-Cola by sharing with someone else. However, as we can see from this graphic, the campaign had success also through TV adverts. People exposed to the TV advert had an increase of 9% in buzz, 28% in impression, and 21% in recommendation of the product. People exposed to social media and particularly Twitter exposure increased 10% in buzz, 26% in impression, and 22% in recommendation of the product, while the Facebook exposure had as a result an increase of 11% in buzz, 30% in impression, and 24% in recommendation of the product. Consumers who had seen the TV adverts and those exposed to the Share a Coke hashtag on Twitter experienced a similar uplift in consumer perception. However, as we can see from this figure, the consumers between 18 to 24 who were exposed to the campaign on Facebook showed the most dramatic improvement in how they perceive Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, and Coke Zero.
Thank you for agreeing meeting with me. It's a pleasure. So from all the statistics and from fans' point of view, the campaign was a huge one. So from your expert point of view, what do you think, that it failed or worked?
I think that the campaign was so effective because it created unique and individual moments and interaction where consumers feel they have personally connected with the Coca-Cola brand. It gave a reason to reach out other people within their own personal network through social media. Another key reason why it works so well is that it marries the digital campaign and sharing and finding with owning a tangible product. Consumers were interested in finding and holding the can, but less interested in creating a virtual Coke with their name on, which can be fun, but for them lack the tangible experience of the real thing.
Launching a range of personalized Coke cans encouraged consumers to reconnect with each other. We decided to remove the famous logo from the bottles to give importance to the consumer's name, and this is part of our creative idea. However, we can specify other elements that made the campaign creative, such as the first one was that consumers were prompted to participate and create online media content. So we were able to generate massive amounts of social media content by specifically targeting consumers who use social media. The company gave full creative control and brand ownership to these consumers, prompting people to feel like they were not promoting the Coca-Cola company online as much as they were starting their own social media conversations. This gave way to multi-platform conversations on social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where we gained roughly 25 million extra Facebook likes as a result of the campaign. The second one was that the brand connected with consumers on a personal level. For teenagers, personalization is a way of life, so these consumers place high value on self-expression, individual storytelling, and staying connected with friends. The Share a Coke campaign gives the ability to do all of these things while promoting the Coca-Cola brand. For example, when a consumer shares a name-branded Coke bottle with her mother, she feels as if she is honoring her mother rather than promoting the Coke brand itself. Furthermore, by taking and sharing photos of these moments with the Share a Coke hashtag, Consumers drive more personal online media content that increases shareability.
The third one regards the words used in the campaign that are powerful calls to action. The main slogan in the campaign, Share a Coke, is a great call to action phrase. This slogan prompts consumers to buy a physical Coke, to share and also share their Coke stories online. They wanted everyone to have a chance to get involved, so they took Share a Coke on tour, and the entire nation could grab a personalized bottle. For those who couldn't drink bottles with their loved ones in person, they created a Facebook app so people could share a virtual Coke instead. They calculated that using 150 names for the original launch of the campaign in Australia would allow them to reach 42% of the entire population. The fifth one regards the brands let the consumer drive their success. So the growing power and influence consumers have on brands comes mostly from social media today. Coca-Cola encouraged consumers to spread the word about the campaign on social media using the Share Coke hashtag, and the results were phenomenal. More than 500,000 photos were shared using the Share Coke hashtag, and consumers created and shared more than 6 million virtual Coke bottles by September 2014. But just telling people to use a hashtag to promote their brand isn't enough. They have to give consumers a compelling reason to talk about their brand with their online community. Coca-Cola shared content on their company Instagram account fewer than 50 times over 4 months of the campaign. Meanwhile, consumers were engaging with the brand by the thousand every month. By heavily relying on consumers to spread the campaign around, Coca-Cola was able to successfully reach members of their target market they couldn't have reached without friends sharing messages with their own networks. Of course, giving consumers control of their brand image on social media requires a little bit of risk. But once they've established the brand as a trustworthy company and acquired a loyal following, the less they have to worry about the customer stabbing them in the back.
So, in your opinion, what do you think that could have been done to improve its execution?
First of all, developing a social media campaign before this one could have helped a lot. Managing social media was still relatively new for the brand. It was the first time Coca-Cola had digital at the heart of a campaign. Instagram had only 10 million users worldwide at the time and wasn't factored into their planning. The markets that followed them had an entirely new channel to work with. The digital version of the Share Coke promotion did not limit the customization to individuals' names. Specifically, the name and message auto-generator on the Share Coke website would not accept the word gay, but did accept the word straight. In addition, there has been some disappointment when consumers have not found their own name on the website. Lastly, this campaign appealed most strongly to social media users, particularly Facebook, especially younger users, and then it decreased with age.
Like any other campaign, Coca-Cola Share a Coke With campaign had both advantages and disadvantages. For example, the advantages are: it was very popular on social media, and they improved their brand engagement with younger consumers by using its product as a vehicle to bring people together. Moreover, it became one of the most successful global campaigns of the company, and the young adult consumption increased by 7%. There were an impressive total of over 1 billion media impressions, resulting in traffic on the Coke Facebook site increasing by 870% and the page likes by 39%. It was a simplistic campaign, easy to use, easy to understand, and easy to acquire, which generated a lot of brand conversation. 78% of consumers felt a personalized relationship with the company, which resulted in a 2.5% increase in total sales and a soft drink volume going up by 0.5%. However, there were disadvantages. One of the disadvantages of the campaign were people taking advantage of the freedom to personalize anything on the bottle, printing curse words on the labels. Also, there were a limited number of names in stores. For example, in the UK, there were only 150 names used on bottles. When comparing the cost of a bottle bought in store, which is £1, and the cost of ordering a customized bottle, which ended up being over £10, you can see how people might not consider this cost effective, and as well as sending personal information for commercial gain can be seen as quite intrusive. As a conclusion, As a result, the Share Coke campaign is a global success, and now customization is being seen more in the food industry. Both Mermit and Nutella offer personalized jars for the first time in 2015 in the run-up to Christmas. Personalized packaging can be a boon for brands, particularly at key seasonal times of year, with potential to transform products which would never normally be associated with gifting into fun, novel presents. Thank you for watching our presentation.
We hope you enjoy it.
As much as we enjoy filming it.